Hello, and welcome to Morgantown. My name is Eric Fountain. I'm also the sales marketing for Mannette Musical Instruments and also builder and tuner for the company. And this week we're having the Dr. Ellie Mannette Festival of Steel 2014. We bring in our guest artists from around the world, such as Jeff Norell, Andy Norell, and Phil Fillmore. They're all here for the week with our participants, and they're going to put on a great concert on Saturday. So you can get all your information on a couple of websites. We have the MannetteInstruments.com or the festivalofsteel.org. Also check us out on our Facebook page at Mannette Instruments for details, information, photos, links, you name it, check it out. So what we're going into now is this is where the intermediate band is for our Festival of Steel. And we get a chance to big privilege to work into Andrew White guitars. And I'll give you a little history about Andrew White, which is really cool. Andrew White Guitars started downstairs in his basement, and he was just learned how to build guitars, and he started building guitars, and all of a sudden his guitars just kept going and going and going, and now he has a factory in Korea. So now they're making guitars. He's got guitars here, and it's really cool watching how, what he did for his business. And the guitars, I mean, they're really cool guitars. I mean, they're top notch. If you get a chance, Google, I think his website, I believe his website could be andrewwhiteguitars.com, where you can see the transformation and everything, or at least you can Google Andrew White guitars. But this is really cool, and a blessing that he gets a chance to work at his facility. Also downstairs too is a gentleman named Glenn Rousey, and he has a steel drum company called Rousey Pans, and he used to work for Mannette Instruments, but then he branched out on his own with his own company. And when I worked at Mannette, he was also one of the people who kind of showed me some things and taught me a little bit too, along with Rod Davis and of course Dr. Ellie Mannette, our boss. So, but it's been a great pleasure that he also has given us a chance to work it and have our festival here in his facility also. So it's really cool that you get Andrew White and Glenn Rousey to open up their house so we can have our festival, part of our festival in here. So let me take you into their room, and this is where the intermediate band performs. So, or at least having rehearsals. So in the band, there's probably about 15 people in this group, and our faculty members, how it works out is they work with each band. We have our 3 faculty members, which is Jeff Norell, Andy Norell, and Ken, Professor Fillmore. And what they're doing is they work with a band. They work like an hour, 30 minutes, 2 hours, and then they switch, and the band stays. And they just keep switching. And it turns out to be 8 hours of straight rehearsals, pans, with breaks. It's a lot of fun. Everyone's enjoying themselves. But this is their rehearsal space. So thank you to Andrew White and Glenn Rousey. So now where we're at now, we're at the Morgantown Arts, we're at the Arts building, which is a really cool building here in Morgantown. And it's really geared for the artists and different artists around the area. They try to promote their work, also books, you name it. Really cool place. And having our event here in Morgantown, I mean, people here have been definitely in the business, have opened up. I mean, it's really cool when you get 75 different steel drum players from all over the country in one area, and they're here and they're living through Morgantown. It brings a little buzz in here. So right now we're going into this is the beginner band, if you want to call them the beginners. I don't think they're beginners, but they're a beginning band, and there's some people in there now playing. But this band is probably about the same, about 15, 20 people, and goes back to our guest artists. Like I said, they're just floating around working with each band over and over and over and over to put our concert on Saturday. So why don't we go in here, check it out, and then we'll keep on moving. All right, so like I said, everything is all our festival is everything is downtown Morgantown.
Right.
All right. We're getting ready to go into the headquarters, you know, the main center, and this is where the advanced band is. Okay, and it's at the Hotel Morgan. So we just left the beginning band. You saw the intermediate band. Now we're going into where the advanced band is. Now the advanced band is up to about maybe 25 to 30 members. So in total, we probably have close to between 66 and 75 participants in our whole festival this year. So at the end of all of this, they will put on a concert, and that concert's on Saturday, this Saturday, starting at noon, downtown. So up here, like I said, this is the main head center, and come on in. Also, throughout the week too, we have different lectures at night, and also we have like private lessons, that you name it, that come early in the morning. They get a chance to, each person has a chance to talk about like their specific field, such as if it's arranging, to maybe Latin percussion, to soloing. They get an idea of what they work on, the pros work on, and then maybe that the participant can take a little bit of that. When they go back home, they can add that to their practice and to their repertoire.